This is WLOX News Now at 5. Your news for South Mississippi starts now.
Take a look at this. The rain coming down hard outside of the WLOX TV station here in Biloxi. Storms setting up across the coast. We've heard this heavy rain and thunder rolling through for really about the last hour now. Good evening. I'm Hugh Keaton.
And I'm Jennifer Lott. Yeah, plenty of stories for you tonight. But first, these downpours popping up around the coast, some of them severe. Let's go straight over to meteorologist Taylor Graham for the very latest.
Can we hear me? There we go. There's my microphone. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning that has been issued until 5:30 this evening, and that does include a good portion of Harrison County and also a sliver of Jackson County. That includes we are seeing, there we go. Okay, severe thunderstorm warning in effect for a good portion of Harrison County and a small sliver of Jackson County until 5:30 this evening. And we can see here on First Alert Radar, tons of lightning, very heavy rainfall. But the reason why this was issued as severe was the potential for some strong wind gusts near 60 miles per hour. And we could also see some large hail within the thunderstorm. I don't have any confirmation of that at this time, but I can tell you just visually looking outside of the station at WLOX, the rain is almost blinding. It's like a whiteout. So we also have a flood advisory in effect until 6:15 this evening. Even after this thunderstorm passes, we could see more flooding on the roads with some of that standing water. So be aware of that if for some reason you have to be out and about. Otherwise, we do expect to see a few more of these showers and thunderstorms over the next few hours. Most of the rain should begin to diminish by midnight tonight. We'll have another look at our First Alert Radar and the forecast coming up in a few minutes. All right, I just want to give another update on the severe thunderstorm warning. We did have a report of a gust at the Gulfport Biloxi International Airport of 76 miles per hour. So that's why the threat now with this thunderstorm considered considerable. So dangerous winds have been reported within the thunderstorm. Wind gusts possibly over 70 miles per hour may occur once again. Again, we had a report of a wind gust of 76 miles per hour at the airport in Gulfport. This severe thunderstorm warning still remains in effect until 5:30. Not only are we concerned with gusty winds and large hail, but keep in mind with this torrential rainfall, that may lead to more flooding. If we have any new updates, I'll be sure to bring you the latest. We'll have our full forecast as well coming up later in the show.
Yeah, these are strong storms we're watching out there right now. Well, the new council for the city of Picayune was sworn in this morning after dedicating.
And we now have a flash flood warning in effect for parts of Harrison and western Jackson counties until 7:15. In addition to that severe thunderstorm warning, I'll have another update on what we're watching on First Alert Radar coming up in just a few moments.
Now, WLOX First Alert Weather with meteorologist Taylor Graham.
We continue to watch some very, very strong thunderstorms. Unfortunately, we are having a few technical difficulties right now. We will have an update on weather coming up after the break.
We're going to get back to a weather update in just a bit, but first, people gathered Tuesday. It is still extremely stormy out there across South Mississippi, and let's bring in meteorologist Taylor Graham for the latest on where these storms are right now.
All right, we've got things back up and running now. Sorry about that technical delay. We continue to watch a severe thunderstorm in southern Harrison County, still impacting downtown Gulfport, Biloxi. Now things beginning to let up a little bit more, it looks like, into parts of D'Iberville. And now that severe thunderstorm warning has just been reissued until 6 o'clock. It no longer, it looks like, includes Biloxi and D'Iberville. It's more so focused into the Gulfport area and also to the north. It also includes Lyman, where we're seeing some very heavy rainfall and a lot of lightning. Earlier this afternoon, we did have a reported wind gust of 76 miles per hour within the thunderstorm. Now, hopefully it has weakened a little bit, but we'll keep a watch on things, tabs on things in case things begin to pick back up a little bit more. We also have a flash flood warning in effect now until 7:15. You may remember yesterday we had plenty of rainfall from those showers and storms. Of course, this additional rain is causing more flooding issues, and this is just over the past 3 hours. Some spots have picked up over 3 inches of rainfall. In fact, a lot of that has fallen within the past hour or so, I would say. So these thunderstorms are very, very intense. I am concerned with some of that rainfall within these storms. Up into Stone County, things are a little bit more quiet with some scattered showers, really focusing south of I-10 and closer to Highway 49 in Harrison County, where we're seeing the most powerful thunderstorm at this point. Also looks like maybe we just got another severe thunderstorm warning. I am going to step out of the way very quickly here. It looks like
it's for Western Harrison County.
For Western Harrison County, we have a new severe thunderstorm warning in effect, and it looks like we also could be seeing some wind gusts, possibly as high as 60 miles per hour. And also some large hail. So again, new severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 6 o'clock. This includes Western Harrison County. That includes Pass Christian and Long Beach. We're noticing the leading edge of that thunderstorm getting a little bit closer to the coast. So be prepared for some very strong winds, some heavy rainfall, and some very frequent lightning also into Western Harrison County. So over the next few hours, we're going to keep a decent chance for more of these showers and thunderstorms. As we get closer to midnight, rain chances will begin to decrease a little bit more. And as we get into the rest of the week, our rain chances will continue to decrease. By our 4th of July holiday, we are going to be seeing lower rain chances with high temperatures in the mid-90s. And just another look at your holiday weekend forecast, we will also keep a chance for a few more showers and thunderstorms as well. But to recap, I just want to go back and show our first alert radar to show you where we are watching those severe thunderstorms. Again, that is for much of Harrison County until 6 o'clock. That includes the Gulfport, Long Beach, Pass Christian area. Also includes Lyman, and that flash flood warning remains in effect until 7:15.
This is WLOX News Now at 10. Your news for South Mississippi starts now.
Oh my God.
Incredible video sent in by viewers across the coast tonight showing a glimpse of those powerful storms that rolled through earlier today. Thanks for joining us on your WLOX News Now at 10. I'm Jacoby Rivers. We've heard reports of flooding, lightning strikes that caused fires and power outages, along with downed trees. Check out this giant tree that crashed down on 15th Street near 33rd Avenue in Gulfport. It happened after that storm blew through earlier. Thankfully, we're told no one was hurt, and that SUV under the limbs, surprisingly, it only had a couple of scratches. And here's a look at some of the flooding reported out of Gulfport, Biloxi, and even Ocean Springs. One car actually going into a ditch full of that rainwater. Lightning streaking across the sky, seen from the Potts Ferry Bridge. The rain also caused headaches for D'Iberville residents. Bill Snyder was there as the water rose in several areas.
Well, there are summertime thunderstorms, and then there's the deluge that happened here on the coast, especially in the D'Iberville-St. Martin area, where nearly 5 inches of rain fell in just an hour and a half. Lots of places saw flash flooding, including here along Brody Road. This drainage creek is normally just a trickle. Here, it looks like a raging river. Meanwhile, on Seymour Avenue and D'Iberville Boulevard, you see the flooding here. It's gone down, but at the height of the storm, a truck got stuck there. Christoper Corley has lived here all his life, and he says it's very frustrating when it floods.
I was driving home from work, and I came in here. A truck drove into that retention pond that they've built for these buildings, and he flooded out. He just went in and he got trapped in his truck. They had to call a tow truck to come get him. We've been putting up with this flooding since I was a child. I'm 43 at the point now. I've been putting up with this my whole life. This is not saving my home.
The hope is it'll start drying out soon. Whatever the case, July came in rudely here in South Mississippi. In D'Iberville, Bill Snyder, WLOX News Now.
The worst of those storms seem to be over, but we could still see some rain overnight. For that, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Eric Johnson for the latest on the forecast.
Yeah, well, those storms definitely packed a punch this afternoon. We had a 76-mile-per-hour wind gust. That's well over hurricane force at the airport in Gulfport today, likely due to downburst winds from those thunderstorms this afternoon. And like we've seen at the top of the show, all the trees down and all the flooding. Got some pictures in on the WLOX weather app of damage as well. Notice this big limb there that fell in Biloxi off Pops Ferry Road. This photo was sent to us by Liz. But you know, South Mississippi skies can't stay mad and stormy forever. You know, as the storm passes, then we have a nice lovely rainbow. Check this out in Pass Christian. After all the raging storms, we always get a nice little view and everything's calm and beautiful. Beautiful shot there by Jessica, sent to us by the WLOX weather app. Hey, we are tracking a shower, though, right there in D'Iberville or just north of D'Iberville. Don't need any more rain, but, well, here we are. Some more showers rolling on through. Definitely not as strong as what we saw earlier today. Radar estimated rainfall totals, you could see where the storms were. Right along the coast in Jackson County and Harrison County, up Highway 49 into Stone County. Notice areas over towards southern Pearl River, most of Hancock County not getting much. Northern Jackson and a lot of George not getting as much as the coast today. Some of those rainfall totals, radar estimates, I think, are probably a little underdone here. Anywhere from 1 to 5 inches of rain across Harrison County, even over into Jackson County around Ocean Springs and Gulf Park Estates. Definitely well over 2 to 3 inches, likely more in your rain gauge. Now, overnight tonight, we can't rule out a few additional showers, maybe a rumble of thunder here or there. Our tower cams are a lot more calm compared to what they were earlier today. In fact, the water is almost still out there. We're going to have a complete update on the forecast coming up in just a little bit.
Thank you, Eric. We're learning more about the long-awaited Amtrak line that will run from
Now, WLOX First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Eric Johnson.
All right, this is another look at that video we showed at the top of the show by Julian Fayard out of Ocean Springs. Check out the winds just really ripping through the neighborhood there. In the summertime, a lot of times we get these thunderstorms. Of course, we get lots of heavy rain and gusty winds, but sometimes you get this sudden burst of high winds coming out of a thunderstorm. We call that a downburst. So what is a downburst? Well, it's very typical this time of the year. And what happens is when you have a thunderstorm, you get the rising updraft within the storm. And whenever you have that happening, you notice that we start to see an area of dry air starting to move into the middle of the storm. So whenever you get dry air kind of trapped inside the storm and you start to rain through it, well, that rain starts to evaporate and you get this pool of cooler air that develops in the middle of the storm. Suddenly, that air, since it's denser and heavier than the surrounding environment, it rushes straight down to the ground. We call that a downburst, and downbursts fall into two categories: microburst for a little small area or macroburst over a larger area, but sometimes downburst winds can exceed 150 miles per hour. Thankfully, we didn't have that today, but we did have that 76 mile per hour wind gust at the airport in Gulfport. Looking at the satellite and radar, notice we still have a few showers out there, but for the most part, not too much going on. It's one little shower over towards D'Iberville.